All right, everybody, welcome to whatever we call the show, Inside NLC, or whatever. So today I've got Erik Coon, I've got Mitchel Vaughn. These guys are set to meet on December 9th at Lexington at Rupp Arena in a 130-pound catchweight showdown. A lot of energy going to be in this fight. I expect you guys are two high energy, high paced fighters. So, but yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thank you.
So, Mitch, you are coming off of a knockout victory with some body shots, man. Like, tell us about that fight and how you prepared for that, and then how it's different now.
I had a pretty rough cut going into it. I had to cut, I think, 6 pounds. I think on weigh-in day, and going into the fight, I felt pretty good. Other than that, I didn't know much about the guy, but I got the job done.
Yeah, it was definitely impressive work, man. And Erik, you are fresh off of karate combat, fighting in front of a national audience. What was that like, man?
Man, it was super cool. I got to fight in front of a legend like Boss Rutan, got to meet and hang out kind of with Luke Rockhold. So me getting to debut full contact on a stage like that in front of guys like that, I think it means something. And I hope Mitch and his people aren't overlooking the karate aspect of it, trying to make a joke of it. So there was a reason I was debuting up on a stage like that. So, but no, it was a great time, great experience getting to go down to Miami with my team. Didn't come out the way we expected or wanted to, but taking on 3-week notice on a stage like that, I couldn't have asked for a better debut. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then it wasn't just karate people. You were there fighting some seasoned amateur MMA fighters, I believe, as well, right?
Yeah, they were a mixture kind of the top amateur ranked Muay Thai fighters, kickboxers, and MMA fighters around the world. There was guys from Morocco. There was guys from India, guys all over the United States. There was a huge collective, different group of people there that was in it. So it was interesting, cool. Like I said, being when I was on the U.S. team traveling anyways, fought in the World Championships, Pan American Championships, getting to meet everybody from all the different countries and stuff. It's interesting. I like it.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a big jump going from point sparring to, or no, I guess not point sparring. What do you call it? Just point karate? Or
Yeah. I mean, so when I was on the U.S. team, of course, that was in point karate, of course, on the Olympic standards of everything. But after, I'd always wanted to go full contact, probably like somewhere around 16, 17 years old. And, currently being 23, I actually started making that shift a little bit around 19 years old and started getting into training. And maybe the past little over a year, 2 years or so, I've been really trying to hone in everything in a different aspect, making it for full contact, to go for the knockout, to put people where I want them to be, where they don't want to be. And, getting to train with Wes Thompson over at Category 5 Jiu-Jitsu now for about a year or so now, being underneath that guy's wing. I mean, he's helped shape me a lot into my fighting career right now, leading up to this beginning of it. Him, sparring partners like Roman Belcher, the Starcher brothers, Preston and Sheldon. We're grinding in there every day, just trying to be the best that we can be.
Yeah. A lot of good people there. Now, Mitch, you are coming out of Tartarus MMA. I believe more of a jiu-jitsu facility, if I'm not mistaken. And Tell us about your gym and your training leading into this fight.
I have like 3 black belts in there that I train with. They always beat me up, and I got sparring partners that range from 5'6" to like 6'3". So I'm getting work at different height and different styles, and I'm training 5 to 6 days a week right now. So I'm getting my work in. If I got any off days, I'm doing road work, and I'm taking this camp real seriously. So
yeah, I believe you're coming into your wife expecting right now.
Yeah, for my 3rd.
So yeah, that's third, man. Awesome. Congratulations. So yeah, I guess it's going to be an interesting fight camp. You got to be there for her, and then you're grinding for yourself too, trying to get it in.
There's a lot of sacrifice there, but something I got to do.
Definitely, I'm sure there's a lot of sacrifice there. I remember doing a little bit of that. I think I was kind of switching from boxing and jiu-jitsu into MMA when we had our first kid. So kind of remember a little bit of that. Been a minute. It was like 50 years ago. So at the last event, we got you guys in the ring, had a little had a little bit of stare down. You guys had some words. I don't know if you said it all there. You got more to say.
I was just talk, man. Really, I got respect for Erik. I think that he's a good fighter, and I'm excited to go share the octagon with him. Really, it'll be a good fight, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we get in there. We want to sell the fight, of course. At the end of the day, Mitch's season, coming in this fight, I have to give credit where credit is due. He's 1-0 in boxing, 1-0 kickboxing, 1-4 MMA. So we'll see how going into this fight works. I've got to watch the tape on Mitch on his fights. He's claimed to be kind of like a wrestler type, and most of his losses are coming from submission. So my jiu-jitsu game, all due respect to your coach, Zach, and everybody, because I know your coach and my coach are good friends, so no disrespect anywhere towards that way at all. But me personally, I think my jiu-jitsu game's better. So, if you want to take me down, my jiu-jitsu game's going to be there. My ability to get up, my ability to wrestle with you, because, I do have a black belt in judo. So, and I've used that to my advantage of training a lot of wrestlers. I've got to work with some D1 guys. I've got to work with some guys that have wrestled for 14 years, pretty much their entire lives. So I'm prepared for the wrestling aspect of this, especially cardio-wise. So if we want to have this be a scramble fest, we can do that. Wherever the fight wants to go, I'm ready for it. If we're going to be standing, if we're going to be wrestling, if we're going to be on the ground, wherever this fight's going to go, I'm prepared to go there.
I want to try to stand more this fight. I proved that I could wrestle. I proved that I could grapple, but I want to prove that I can strike against a good striker. And see what I can do.
In the promoting world,
and it's interesting on the striking part of it, because it's hard finding sparring partners like Mitch. It's hard to find short guys right now. Because I'm like 5'6", 5'7". I'm not that tall, so finding someone even shorter than me is a challenge. But I'm getting to work with a whole lot of guys, trying to maintain my distance and stuff like that, which is something I know he's never faced before. He's never faced somebody that has the ability to control the distance like I do, especially in the huge ass cage you have. That cage, man, it's just like a playground to me. Just being like 5'7", 130 going in there, it's like a little playground for me.
A whole football field, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'd like to joke around. When the referee says, "Are you ready?" What? So far over there. I was going to say a minute ago, you said Mitch is 1-0 boxing, 1-0 kickboxing. In the promoting world, I don't like to say 1-0. I like to say he's an undefeated boxing prospect, and he's also an undefeated kickboxer. We leave how many wins he has out of that.
And I hear you on it.
Yeah. So
on my first
Mitch,
two MMA fights, I didn't have any training really. I mean, I just went in there. I had a little bit of wrestling, but I mean,
so just see
I
a
guess didn't
flyer or
count
see a
really,
poster
but
and just sign up for it or something?
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. And I took about 3 or 4 years off and actually trained hard, and I went in there and won, and then I lost 2, but both fights I lost after that were close. I just made one mistake and got caught in both fights.
Yeah. That yeah, your last fight, that was a good one, man. It was a good match, and it was with one of Erik's best friends and the guy that we recently lost, and I missed the crap out of that guy, man. We had become friends, and I hate that.
Yeah, no, it's he was he'd grown very close in a shorter amount of time. He just, like, as soon as we met, he really he opened up to me fully about who he was and just everything going on.
Yeah.
And he had known me from karate before in the past. And once we got the chance to actually start working together, I was pretty much picking him up every day, taking him to the gym for practice and everything like that. So it was and then of course I got to corner him for the fight against Mitch. And so yeah, I mean, it was a tough loss. But it's like, we're gonna push forward. Like I had told Mitch, sadly the rematch isn't there. It would have been a hell of a fight as a rematch. I would definitely have loved to see it, but I feel like me stepping in is the closest thing he's going to be able to get one of his teammates. So I'm glad I can kind of step in and fill that role. I got big shoes to fill, and I'm looking to make sure I can do that for him.
Yeah, that's got to be tough to do that, man. And then you're also coming down a weight class. Well, I know you're going to be a bantamweight, and you're probably not able to make it all the way to 25. So we did a 130 catch weight here. So you're coming down lower than you wanted to make this fight happen.
Yeah, I definitely would prefer 35.
Yeah.
That's just a question to Mitch if the 5 pounds is really worth it. If you want to just suck me out the most you can, I get it. But that extra 5 pounds is there. Extra 5 pounds is there. I'll weigh in at 35 if you weigh in at 35. So I mean, that's the ball's in your court, not mine.
I don't care to fight wherever, man. Really, I mean,
we're just gonna make it welterweight, boys.
He just bring a 5 pounds. Heck,
I've already started losing weight. I'll do at least 40.
Every cut that I do is the roughest. It's like the last 5 pounds is the roughest. I guess part of
Let me save you those 5 pounds then. Let me save you those 5 pounds then. I'm sure Keith wouldn't. I'm sure it wouldn't be that bad.
So.
Oh man!
Hey, good. Then you won't have much of a weight cut. Perfect.
Yeah. We'll have to run that by his coaches.
No, we can make an agreement right here. I can be on the spot with it.
I might get in trouble, but I'll talk to my coaches about it.
Hey, speaking of on the spot,
that's my word to you. I don't, care to,
Speaking of on the spot, that's something you're going to have that you didn't have last time, Erik. You're going to have an opponent on the spot this time. So
I'm praying. Mitch at the end of the day, Mitch's season. I do have higher hopes in Mitch to show than I did the past guy. Not even going to say his name. It's not even worth it. But he couldn't even show. Literally caught out 45 minutes before the fight. My coach, Keith can attest. He was holding the phone when my coach was offering to go give him a ride, give his coach a ride, trying to help him with his car. He said he couldn't get below, I think, 138, if I'm not mistaken. And I offered to fight at 140 when I weighed in at 132. So we did everything possible to make that fight happen. He was just probably sitting at his house, wasn't ever ready for that fight. He just wanted to see his name on a poster and shit. But
I think I
got higher hopes.
Well, Mitch is.
Oh damn! You're vaping. Damn, them lungs, homie.
It's a cart, son.
I hope them lungs, man. You better be careful.
Oh, I got fucking cardio for days, baby.
We'll see.
All right. Well, hey, Erik, how do you see this fight how do you see this fight finishing? What's gonna be the thing that separates you to prevail over Mitch?
Honestly, it's going to be the pure stand up. I don't see the fight going past the second round. That's my official prediction. I really don't see him making out of it, whether it's KO or TKO. He's never been hit by somebody like me, that's for sure. I hit extremely hard for someone at 130 pounds, going to 130 pounds, maybe 135. But he's definitely never been cracked by someone with me. He's never been kicked by somebody like me who knows how to fully whip his kicks into it. And when I'm coming for bad intentions with those kicks, and these are no shin guards. This is going straight bone on bone, something I've been doing for a very long time. So my shins are very well conditioned. I advise you not to check my kicks because it's going to hurt you more. So just lift your leg and kind of take it a little bit. But that's my advice going into it.
It's same thing to you, man. What's how do you see this fight going? Why are you going to win this fight?
I'm just going to say calm and collected. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to counter off his attacks and just throw power down the middle. He hits hard, but I hit hard too. So see how it goes.
Power down the middle.
I don't think you've got to work with anybody really with my speed, my ability to read what's going on. What's their names?
Brittany and Daniel Laporte.
Never heard of them.
They have a gym down there. I think they're in Somerset. They got some kind of karate dojo or something down there.
I have no idea. I know I can say I'm the only guy on the U.S. that's made the U.S. Olympic team from West Virginia in the past decade. I don't think anybody from Kentucky's made it, and maybe ever. But no disrespect to them. I just my level of karate is pretty high, and I got the accolades to show for it. And I got the accolades to prove for it. So that's why I might sound cocky, but it's just I have the background to prove it. I can walk the walk, and I've proved that before. So, but no, the pure speed of where everything's going to be coming from, you're not going to be able to see what's coming next the way I'm setting things up. And besides, worrying about the karate things, my coach himself has a Dutch Muay Thai style, so mixing those two things together has been pretty fun.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna put my pressure, and I'm gonna walk forward, and we're gonna throw down. I don't care to stand a bang with you. I don't care to take it to the ground. We can do whatever, man.
Oh, we can meet in the middle. That's my type of fight. You want to meet in the middle? That's going to be.
I'm a freaking in the pocket fighter, so we'll see.
Hey, right, I bet you I beat you to center.
All
right, well, guys. I believe that's all I got. Unless you got any final words, I appreciate you guys coming on.
Mitch, thanks for taking the fight. I hope you show. My last guy didn't, so I'm going to be very sad and disappointed because we get a piece of the ticket sales, and last time I was up there, so you're welcome for this fight. So please show. Thanks.
All right, man. Sounds good. I'll see you there.
December 9th, Lexington, Kentucky, Rupp Arena. Erik Coon versus Mitchel Vaughn. Money Mitch.
Baby.
Money Mitch. All right.